Howard Shaw, Sylvia Earle here, your dive buddy, and your fellow dreamer, visionary. Like you, I am driven to try to make a difference. We only have so much time on this little blue speck in the universe, and this is a time as never before that we know things we could not know when either of us were kids. Why do we have to go personally? Well, I think you know, as a diver, that there's no substitute for actually being there. I love the photographs, and they help inspire people to want to see for themselves, but taking that which we have, the special gift of learning, of knowing, of judgment, of a sense of humor, of the feelings that you get that are part of what really sets us apart from the machine. We need to go. I've asked audiences time and again, who would like to go? And hands go up all over the place. I would like to go. I know you would like to go. And I want to go with you. And I think maybe if we can team up and identify where we want to go, who we can draw into this adventure, this can be not just life-changing, it can change the world. Liz and I collaborated on developing an entity that eventually she and her husband, Ian Griffith, have taken over. They own it, they operate it, they've made a success where I just had a shell, more of a consulting company, but the idea to take all of the opportunity that now exists, working with engineers, working with scientists, solving problems, exploring the ocean, and creating an entity, deep ocean exploration and research, working in close harmony now with the foundation, Deep Hope, to create a pair, initially a pair, maybe a fleet in due course, of little submarines that can democratize access to the sea.
Hi, I'm Liz Taylor. I'm President of DOER Marine Operations and builders of the Deep Hope submersibles. So what can I tell you about the submersibles? They're three-person, one atmosphere, meaning that the same pressure we experience here at the surface is the same pressure we'd experience at, say, 50 meters, 100 meters, all the way down to 1,000 meters. So it's a comfortable environment. There's no decompression involved. It's just even easier than scuba. Just breathe normally. It's just a game-changing way to explore the oceans, to be able to visit, to get to know fish as individuals, to really understand how protection is doing in areas that we've designated. Some have been fairly arbitrary, so now I have a chance to go back and really see how protection is doing over time. Do we have the right areas protected? Do we need to do a better job of restoring habitat, and how is habitat restoration doing? So these are all the kinds of things that we can do with these little submersibles. Have the opportunity to take politicians, students, musicians, people from all walks of life can now have the opportunity to visit below the surface and to understand why the oceans matter. So let's go jump in.
This is a moment in time as never before. We have the technology, we have the need. We need the will to actually go, because if we fail to capture this moment in time, things are changing so fast. We will lose the opportunity that we now have early in the 21st century to explore largely intact areas before the vested interests that are intent on exploitation, taking, mining, fishing, destroying so much that is of true value to holding planetary processes steady. But it's hard to make a case for why we need to protect these areas if we haven't even been there. We have the capacity to take from the ocean, to use the ocean. But now we need to understand that the most important use that we have for the ocean is that we exist. We need to understand how the ocean functions so we can be really careful about what we take out, what we put in, how we look at the ocean, our life support system. To do that, harnessing the technologies that now exist is the gift of our time. We could not do it 50 years ago. 50 years from now, we will have lost the opportunity to seize this moment in time, to use our good brains, to use our will, and capitalize on this moment in time. Get people out there, down there, exploring, bringing back knowledge, bringing back information, so that we can do a better job of securing a long and enduring place for ourselves within the natural living systems, mostly ocean systems, that keep us alive.